For third place, Teo Mikuris all over the back of Louis Rousset in the green and black Forestier Racing by VPS car. Just about avoided contact, I think, there. Mikuris really lunged on the inside at the bus stop. Now they're side by side coming down to La Source. Mikuris on the outside needs to brake earlier and cut back underneath. Oh, but he doesn't. He tries to stay out wide. Louis Rousset just takes the racing line and easy contact here. The one going around the nose of the 44 car of Jacek Zielonka, the Team Virage car. Tiniest of touches, enough to pitch the car off. Goes by his Cool Racing teammate James Sweetnam without contact. Oh, there's trouble, and that is George Nakas for GG Classics. Somebody else off, Stefan Aust, Rinaldi Racing 71 car, and the safety car is out. Both Cool Racing cars in a battle. The second of them in 9th place. That's James Sweetnam under pressure from Tony Wells, the Nielsen Racing car down the inside. Has he outbraked himself? No, he's managed to pick him off. So Nielsen moved from 10th to 9th, and the 87 Cool Racing car drops a spot just in front. Here's the 97 car, Adrian Keeler, up to third. James Sweetman on the right-hand side behind the grey Cool Racing car, the pole man under pressure. 2 cars behind, that's M Racing's Alex Cuno and Philippe Lazer in the Rinaldi Racing number 71 entry. They fan out down the straight, but it is Rinaldi Racing that leads. Torsten Kratz, number 22, and shuffled right to the back of the queue there, Joel Grandforce. And off into the gravel, that is Heike Neumann for Team Motorpark, the German driver in the German team's Mercedes. Now, how did he end up there? And hang on a minute, here is Oscar Tudor going very slowly in the Gephardt Motorsport car. Well, he was in third. Another rock and a hard place situation. The Audi on the inside, the Ferrari trying to pinch the line, leaving that one to the stewards to decide who was at fault. Could well just be seen as a racing incident. 2 cars going for the same bit. Drivers are supposed to stay in the grid markings. And look behind, Louis Rousset, the green car. Oh, contact! Sebastian Graveland knocked into a spin, into the wall. The Forestier Racing by VPS car squeezes through in the chicane, takes the lead, and there are cars off everywhere. Graveland in the pink Porsche Vanina X. Contact with George Nakas, he tags Andrew Ferguson into a spin, and Ferguson's nose clatters the back of the Iron Dames Porsche. That's how Vanina X lost the bodywork and how Nakas and Ferguson ended up nose to nose. Broggi finally makes it back, and more trouble for Eric de Donker. Second in the Pro-Am point. Well, here's what happened. This is at the exit of the Vale. Just got 2 wheels on the curb under braking and rolled harmlessly backwards, but he's deeply buried. That will need lifting out. Again, the replay. Yep, just touched the curb under braking, enough to unsettle the car. He'll be to make that move on the Kemmel Straight. You need that slingshot coming up the big steep hill, and he made the best of that. But Dunne and Rory van der Stoer in the Code Racing Aston have both had drive-through penalties for excessive abuse of track limits, so that will push the Iron Dames back up to 2nd place in GT3.
3, 2, 1, full course yellow, full course yellow. Drivers have been instructed to bear...
Key move up. And at the moment, Motorsport 98, Max van der Snel under pressure, but they could be in for the championship win if Rinaldi don't get by. Oh, trouble. Leo Robinson drops from 3rd. Looks like he's got a position his own. James Swift for Blackthorn in the Aston Martin. Matthew Kuraszewski in the newly crowned championship winning 51 car up the inside. Good battle for second at the replay. What are we seeing here? Battle in GT3. Oh, and 2 into 1 not quite working there. That's Nicholas Schatz for A&S Motorsport. No room inside that GT3 Ferrari, and he's stuck in the ground. Big mistake at the chicane there for the Chinese rookie. And now look at the LMP3 cars. They're starting to pick off the GT3s. Leaders already up with Manu Collard. Again, 2 wide, 3 wide down the straight. Lots of jockeying for position. And quarter of an hour left to go. Look at the yellow Team Virage car. Minea Stefan down the inside. Romano Ricci in the M Racing number 30. He's got a good run out of turn 2, going the long way around the outside of turn 3. He'll be outside at turn 4 as well. Still sticking with it though. Look at there they are, side by side behind the green and yellow Inter Europol car. And this time Christensen for Nielsen Racing has gone by. In GT3, the pole sitter Heiko Neumann has dropped to the tail of the field. There's the Team Motor Park Mercedes and contact with the recovering Lena Bühler, who was the overall trouble as well. And that is our early leader. That's Fabian Michal from RHGP. Has there been contact at the final corner, or did he just... Take a look here. No, he's lost it on his own. Over the curbs, spat into the barriers right at the end of the pit wall. That could have been quite damaging. But it does look like he's managed to carry on. Back to green. But surely there's going to be an examination of that first corner incident by the stewards. 23 Events Racing, Lena Bühler in second place, up to third, M Racing. But look at the battle for fourth place, Marius Fossar and Sasha Lehmann. Lehmann down to fifth position, Fossar with a big lock-up. Just hangs on, but Lehmann, the pole sitter, dropping down the order. What happened? Broggi using traffic to die past the 51A, of course, a Ferrari, but George Nakas spinning the GG Sport machine, and the Porsche unable to avoid contact. They are out. Battle for 16th in LMP3, Mikkel Christensen for the Nielsen Racing team. Over the curbs on the inside to Debose, clashing into Philip Lindberg from High Class Racing. Drew aboard the CLX Motorsport car number 97, the blue and black car chasing Matteo Cantarelli. In car number 50, the 2-3 Events Racing car that started on the outside of the front row. This is the race for 13th place in LMP3 as CLX's Pierre-Alexandre Provost hands over to Alvis Rodella, and David Drew rally crosses around the end. Top 3 here, Celia Martin for the Iron Dames in third place, Matt Kuczaszewski in second, still all over the back of Andrew Bentley's Audi, but the Ferrari driver can't find a way through. Rides wide over the curbs, that's going to cost him a little bit of traction. He's looking at the inside line down into La Source, but has to cut back behind. There's no overlap. Andrew Bentley's Audi leads, and the Iron Devil at the bus stop. And contact, Cedric Ultramar spun around. Philip Lindberg, the high-class racing car, the one who... In GT3, Philip Saga of Core Racing Developments chasing Vanina X in the Iron Dames Porsche. In the streaming wet qualifying session, she said she took no risks, still third fastest on her home track, and now she is leading in GT3. To green, into Europol's Rashid Shawn from the USA, and behind him Team Virage. Now Leo Sammy Robinson in that Team Virage 44 car, one of the big stars of the last race at Silverstone, and there in third in the queue is the Ebby Motors Porsche. Now that's not the leader in GT3, but it shows that everybody is mingled together. The Felbermeyer car around the outside, jockey Porsche as the two white and blue cars go side by side. The Porsche in between, bounces between them and actually makes contact with the Team Thor car. Hopefully that'll have no long-lasting consequences. Oh, here's trouble. This is Franck Chapard in the CD Sport car number 11. Battle for 7th in GT3. The Blackthorn Aston of Claude Beauvais getting beaten up by Frederic Jousset, and the other Kessel Racing car of Andrew Gilbert also goes by him. Team Thor on the attack. The white and blue car, Alden Goodmanson. Chasing down Cool Racing's James Sweetnam. This is a four-way battle for 10th. Jens Muller for High Class. The red and white car behind, there he is. And Georgios Kolovos from Fabian Michal on the curves. Torsten Kratz, lock up. Does he hit anybody? No. Amazingly, he skates through the middle of the chicane. Lots of other cars avoiding action there as the GT3 leaders come through. Fabian Michel, Jens Rennemuller in second place. Horst Felbermeyer, the Reiter Engineering car, in third. There's the battle between Tony Wells. Behind the red-nosed Motorsport 98 car is the battle for second, RHGP, with the pink and white highlights right behind. Forestier by VPS, trying to get alongside the green car of Louis Rousset, making all the moves here. Looks like he could be quicker if only he could get by. RHGP looked strong in the opening couple of